What's the best advice you would give to a performer? Well, this answer is very simple to me. It's learn everything that you can. I'll back up to the beginning when I started working at Disney. Now, I'd already been there for 2 months and I'd already completed all of my training, so I was now performing on set at Disney. However, at that point, it was still just a job. It didn't become my career until I actually saw my first show. It was a circus called Cirque du Soleil. Many of you may be familiar with it nowadays, but back then it was actually very rare, unique. As a matter of fact, the tickets were pretty expensive, so not everybody could go. Imagine being a poor college kid. I wasn't going to be able to afford the tickets to be able to get good seats to be able to see the circus. Luckily for me at that time, a morning radio show in Los Angeles called Rick Dees in the Morning was giving away tickets at the LA Fairgrounds. So the first time I saw Cirque du Soleil's Verikai, well, I started looking around at all these amazing acrobats and the athletes that they were and the amazing things that they can do on the stage. From that moment on, I was hooked. Now, the one problem is that I was under the impression that if you're going to do a strap act, well, you pretty much got to start that when you're 6 or 7, 8 years old and do that throughout your entire life. And being 20 at the time, well, I was already too old to do that. I'll admit to you now that that was very wrong. As a matter of fact, you're never really too old to really get started in doing something. So I did my best to try to learn everything that I could. I would purchase every DVD I could. I would take every workshop that I could. During that time, I saw a DVD called The Novell Experience. I saw an older gentleman who was working as a clown walking on a high wire. Some of the most impressive clowns know how to do a little bit of everything. The only difference between them and a circus performer is really just the ability to make people laugh. As the years went on, I learned many different examples of always learning anything that you can because you will eventually use it. As a matter of fact, Steve Martin has a book called Born Standing Up. In it, he said that he would basically learn the banjo and then he ended up putting that into one of his shows. He learned how to spin guns and do trick ropes, and next thing you know, he did that in the Three Caballeros. Fun fact, actually, Steve Martin worked at the same magic shop at Disneyland where I bought my very first magic trick. The best advice I can give to any young performer or anybody who is just looking to pursue something is to learn everything you can. You will always end up using it in some way, whether this be in business, whether this be in theater, or whatever it is you decide to do. Well, friends, once again, I hope you're enjoying yourself. And if you'd like to leave any messages in the comments, be sure to do so. As always, I'll be continuing to put videos together for the next 17 days. So until next time, we'll see you tomorrow.